So you have been given a pin or a QR code to a YoTeach classroom. Well, what exactly is YoTeach? What can you do with it? What YoTeach is it is an online workspace. You can have a discussion on YoTeach. You can ask questions and get answers to problems or work that you're working on. You can even have a collaborative workspace with you and your group on this area as well. So how do you get to it? You go to yoteachapp.com and you type in your PIN. Now my PIN will be different than yours is, so please don't copy this PIN. If you have been given a QR code, you just scan the QR code and it will take you right there. I'm going to enter the room. If it's your first time entering the room, it will ask you for your nickname. Please make sure you give your nickname something that your teacher will recognize, preferably your real name or the name that you go by in class. Okay. Over here is the display area. So this is where you can see things that people have posted. There's questions. You can see where people reply to things. There's artwork and pictures that people have posted. Now, how do you post things? This part over here is your posting area. So anything that you can post will happen over here. If you just want to type, that's the default. So you can just ask a question here. And once your question is asked, you can send it by pressing the paper airplane. Right. Once it goes in, your teacher will see it automatically. Notice how you don't have to refresh, so it's a live screen. As soon as somebody posts something, you'll see it. If you want to make sure your teacher knows you need help, if it's urgent, you can click on this thing here that says need help, and it makes it big and blue and bold so your teacher will know. If you want it to be red,
ask a question, question mark, question mark, question mark.
There you go. Then you press this speaker button to have it red. All right, and this is the reply button. So if your teacher down here says ask a question, you can reply to her message and say, my question is, what is the page we are supposed to read? Right, and then you can send it along. Right, now notice it doesn't go on here. You have no way of seeing your reply here. If you scroll up, you will see that is where your reply gets posted. And your teacher will see it right away and will hopefully be able to respond to you quickly. All right, other ways that you can post on YoTeach is by going into a collaborative spaceboard. So you can type in your spaceboard name here, our group project, and click OK, and it will create a new collaborative space for you. Then your classmates down will see it posted and they can enter it. To enter a spaceboard that somebody else has made, you just click Launch Spaceboard. And you will see that other people are working on it if they're in there at the same time. So in your collaborative spaceboard, you have the mouse mode and you have the drawing mode. With the drawing mode, you obviously can draw. You can pick the colors that you want. You can write. If you want to text, you have to click the text. Here it is. All right. If you want to add a picture, you click on the picture. It takes you to your device, and you can put in a picture. Now, once you have put in a picture, you can click on it, move it around, make it smaller, so that everything can fit on your collaborative space and everybody can see it. All right, now when you click this one, this creates a thumbnail of your spaceboard. So yes, let's update the thumbnail, and what it'll do is it will just take the picture it is now, and that will be the thumbnail of your board versus the one it was before. Now this is the undo button. If you want to undo or forward something. And then if you do this one, it just kind of refreshes the screen. So if one of your classmates says, hey, I put this on here, can't you see it? Like, no, just refresh it and it should be there. Once you're done, you can just exit out and it takes you right back to the Teach chat board. Now you can also use some of those tools right within your message box. So if you want to write, you'll click on the pencil. It'll take you to a whiteboard where you can draw, you can text here, or one of the really cool things is you can do what's called suggested drawings. So if you click suggested drawings first and then you draw something, it will give you things about what it thinks you might be wanting to draw. Okay? Now it doesn't give you simple drawings because it thinks you know what some of those things are, but if you get close, it might give you something that looks a little bit better to what you are wanting. Right? And then you can always scroll down and see what else is available if there's more than what you've got there. And you're ready to post it, you need to make sure you click the send key and then it loads it right in there for you. Right. For the camera one, that just basically lets you upload a picture in there. And then this one's really great for math. Sometimes it's hard when you're doing like algebra equations and calculus stuff. You can't really type those things into the computer. So what you can do is you can say x plus 5 equals 12. So notice how it types up what you are actually trying to say. So if you don't have a key for a symbol that you need through calculus or algebra, this would be a way to do it. Like sometimes it's hard to do fractions. So 5 over 2 equals, now notice what's happening. It's getting confused. So if it doesn't recognize it, it will give you that message that was up there. All right. So this is a way if you're doing math to get something typed up more easily than maybe using something on the keyboard if the keys are not available. All right, once you have something you want to load, you click send, and it goes right on in for you. If you like to hear what is being put on the chat board, you can enable voice. It'll ask you to allow for your microphone to be heard.
Voice system activated. New messages received will be spoken.
All right, so once something is typed into
How are you?
the chat, notice it goes right on in there, and it will happen if somebody puts something in there as well. Right, so that's enabling your voice readings for you. All right, if you want to see who else is in the classroom, you click on there, and it will show you what else is available. So this is YoTeach, the capabilities that you can do with YoTeach and what you can do with it. Have fun in here. It's a great space for you to communicate with your class.